going on YouTube? Jason right here. In today's video we're taking a look at 1001 Record, a simple and reliable screen recorder that supports macOS, Windows and so on. And this one allows you to easily record your screen for presentations or tutorials or even videos like this one if you want to upload them to YouTube and stuff like that. And the best part about this is that it also supports annotations directly on the screen. So if you want to draw on the screen while recording to point something out, for example, you can do so directly from the screen recorder, which is definitely nice. It's available over here at 1001record.com and a free version is available as well. Now this is how the recorder looks like. It's actually quite simple, and here you can select between recording the entire screen. You can select an area if you want to record only a portion of your screen, window if you're only interested in recording, for example, a PowerPoint presentation. You can add camera to any angle, you can move it anywhere you want, and you can also record audio only. Here on this side, it's as simple as it can get. You have your resolution control. It supports 720p, 1080p, 2K and 4K video. Then you have the record audio option over here, which allows you to either record the system audio or not. For example, dings and error messages and sound coming from the operating system itself. And then here you have your microphones, either my internal microphone or the blue snowball, or you can choose to not record at all. And then of course the camera, it supports virtual cameras, but it also supports the FaceTime camera. And here on the settings, you can actually customize the format. It supports MOV or MP4. I'm going to set it to MP4, and you can select the frames per second. It goes up to 60 frames per second. And I'm going to check this one over here, auto merge audio, because I want to upload this to YouTube. Here on the advanced options, you have to show mouse cursor. If you don't want to show that, you can completely hide it. Show control bar. This is going to be a control bar over here where you can actually control the recording, start, pause, stop, whatever. You can choose to disable that if you want to. And here you can customize the shortcuts for recording. If you want to start or stop the recording, pause or resume, record full screen, record area, stuff like that. Now in here you have highlight mouse clicks. This allows you to create a mouse click highlighting. So you can see that when I click in this area, it shows me how it's going to look like. This is useful for tutorials or presentations if you want people to see exactly what you're clicking, and you can customize that with colors. For example, I'm going to make it orange, and yeah, it looks like that. Make the size larger and animated, so it looks like that. So there's a lot of customization that you can do. I prefer to keep this off. Then here you have the drawing tools. You can see this bar over here, and you can actually move it anywhere you want. But once that bar is enabled, let me go here to the website and say I'm making a presentation about this. I can go ahead and select the circle tool and a color, for example, and create various circles, or I can annotate with various colors if I want to draw attention to a specific part. You can see I'm doing this in real time. There's also a highlighter that you can use, and yeah, you can see that I can highlight any part I want directly from the tool. I can even add text if I want to, so I can say, for example, check this out. I can do this directly on top of the recording while I'm recording, something that with OBS I cannot do. I normally have to do all of these during the editing part in Premiere Pro, which is time consuming and of course quite annoying. This way I can do them directly during recording, saving me quite a lot of time. So I can do something like this to draw an arrow. I can say that if you want to find guide for 1001 Record, you can go here to guides and you can find what you need. The pricing is also available on the next tab here on pricing, and the changelog for the latest update is available over here. You see what I'm talking about? It's actually quite easy to point out things that I need to do. You can undo things quite easily. You can also sequence number like this, 1, 2, then 3, then 4. You can create steps in your presentation. This is actually quite nice. I actually quite like this tool, and I think it's pretty useful depending on what your use cases are. Now, the window recording, essentially you click on a window, for example, Google Chrome over here, and I can start recording. And you can see it shows that little counter, and this is the bar I was talking about. Now, you can hide this completely, but it's pretty useful if you want to record stuff. And now you can see that I'm recording this page over here. I can talk on top of it. And once I'm done with it, I can just stop the recording, and this is the preview of what I have recorded, and here is the information about the video itself. It's an MP4, this is the dimensions, this is the size. The size is not exactly huge, but it's pretty big because it does film at a high FPS. I set 60 FPS over there. We have the auto merge for audio. We can extract the audio from this. We can trim it if we want to. Let's say that I don't like a specific part. I can go ahead and trim. Let's just trim it like this. We also have in here the volumes. I can add watermarks on top of the video, border style if I want to. Then I can go ahead and add a background like this, and it looks like a real presentation. And by the time I click export, it's already half edited, which is pretty nice. And that's it. It does the processing. And at this point, I probably don't even have to use my Premiere Pro anymore because I can do the annotations from here. I can do trimming from here. I can add watermarks if I need to. I can extract the audio. I can add text. I can add pointers. There is really very little to do in Premiere Pro anymore with this, which I cannot do with OBS. That's why I think this one is better. So yeah, definitely check it out. It's a great screen recorder. You can also do screenshots with it. So you press in here, you take a screenshot, and then you can edit that screenshot like this. You can have this nice border. For example, you can add this and it will have a professional border, but you can actually remove it or add more. And in here on watermark, you can even add text watermark. I'm going to set the opacity very little, and then I'm going to set tiled watermark. And as you can see, I can play with this. Yeah, you can do that directly from the screenshot tool. Not to mention that you can draw on top of it, like create circles and the arrows and whatever directly on top of the screenshot. So that's essentially it. This is a pretty nice, solid screen recorder, and it's not even expensive. You can find this in the official app store. That's where I got mine. So yeah, it's only like 53 megs, pretty small program, and there is a lifetime subscription for it, so you don't have to keep on renewing it every single month. You buy the lifetime subscription and it's yours forever with updates and everything. So definitely check it out. Thank you for watching. I'm Gios now. Till the next time, subscribe to stay updated and peace out.